This is the Nautique Linc Panoray display. It's 12.3 inches and was introduced in 2017, used on many Nautique boats. And the most common defects we see are a peeling or delamination of the outer glass. You'll see the bubbling, peeling on the edges or in the middle sometimes. And also we see touch response problems. Like this one, the bottom third is frozen or unresponsive, as well as the top third, and you're not able to actually press the acknowledge wrist button. So you're basically frozen on this page forever because you can't accept the terms there. So that's very common. Also, totally frozen is if you find a new one online, it'll be over $4,000. This one here is $46.41 currently. No need to pay that much though. We can refurbish this display and fix all of the common issues for a fraction of the price. So this customer saved about $3,000 by having their display refurbished. We reuse the internal parts that are still good, replace the defective screen parts that are bad and have to go. And that's really where you get the savings. This will come back to you with no programming needed. All of your settings, software is all the exact same. We just remove the old defective unit there and then install our new updated screen with the anti-delamination, anti-freezing design. So you can check that out at mtcscreens.com. This is the only place you're going to find the replacement service. We do a full test on every screen before returning it to the customer. Make sure everything is good. It has a nice, soft, anti-glare coating, just like the factory. It's going to resist fingerprints. It's going to resist saltwater staining. So it looks just like original, only it's much more durable. And the best news is it fixes the common issues at a fraction of the price. So you can check this screen repair out and many more at mtcscreens.com. mtcscreens.com. So we're going to jump into the do-it-yourself part to show you how to remove this from your boat and send it in for repair. So this example is very common on the Nautique design with the vinyl surrounds, and we're going to show you the best and quickest way to pull that display from your boat. So the first thing we want to do is see the sides, that peeling, that bubbling. That is typically what happens on these cosmetically. And then the touch response problems we talked about are usually a secondary thing as well. Sometimes they look perfect, but it has touch response problems. All those issues are fixed with our mail-in service. So first off, we're going to go up from the bottom and access the back of the screen. So imagine the back of the screen. You're going to want to go under the dash in this video here. There's an opening that you can see and gain access to the back of that screen plugs and then the screws as well. So you can reach up under there, that access panel. We'll see the PDM, and then the camera will pan around here shortly. So yeah, right up there is the back of the screen. So there's 4 Phillips screws in the corner. We want to remove those. And then there is there's also 4 nuts we want to remove. So the nuts closest to the bottom of the screen here, we want to remove those. And then the top nuts, they're wing nuts, just loosen those up a little bit. Loosen those about halfway. We don't need to remove the wing nuts on the very top. So you will see why in a second, but you can just reach up under there. Those Phillips screws, I think they have a little lock washer on them as well. Keep that together, and then we'll move on to the next step. There's a better look at the 4 Phillips head screws that get removed. Keep those lock washers and flat washers together. We're going to reuse those. And then the four nuts, the top ones are wing nuts, and the bottom ones are regular nuts. Remove the bottom ones and just loosen up the top wing nuts about halfway. No need to remove those. So there is the Phillips head screws out. And now the display is just kind of resting in its place. The screws are not securing it to the helm anymore. You can see on this one it has the peeling on the sides. That's the reason for replacement here. It also had some touch problems, but the reason why we removed the nuts on the very bottom one is because these vinyl pieces are sort of blocking the removal of the screen, as you can see there. So the bottom vinyl piece, the vinyl padded piece, will actually lift up away from the dash completely with those nuts removed. And on the top vinyl, yeah, there you can see the video. You just lift that right away, and that frees up the bottom of the screen. And then the top of the screen, we're just going to lift up on that vinyl padded piece just to give it enough clearance, about an extra inch or half an inch of clearance. And now we remove the 2 plugs on the back, lift up that little locking tab, and pull the body of the plug away from the display. And then also remove any sort of USB or GPS or any other connectors that are on the back of that display. And then, yeah, carefully remove the Linc Panoray, wrap it up, and put it in a box, send it to us for restoration. We'll put the new screen on it, just like you saw earlier. And here's another shot just showing how this top plastic sort of trim piece is held in place. And the reason for not removing the wing nuts is because it's easier to not, it's kind of in an awkward angle. So leave those wing nuts on there, just lift it up about half of an inch, quarter of an inch, and then it makes it easier just to tighten them instead of place them on the studs again. So that's how the assembly goes together. And once again, we take care of all of common Linc Panoray issues. This is going to be the peeling border, the frozen touch response, frozen sections of the screen, can't press, acknowledge, all that stuff is going to be fixed with our mail and repair service. And you can check that out at mtcscreens.com, and you can check lead times, pricing, availability, all that stuff. If you have any questions, you can send us a message on the chat icon on the homepage. You can call, text, email, anything like that. All that's in the main contact page of mtcscreens.com. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and hopefully we can help you out on this repair or any other ones you may have for your vehicle. Thanks for watching.